Hi guys, Blake and Matt from footballboots.co.uk, and today we're doing a special Adidas Speed of Light play test. So we're going to test these three solos, the A16 Plus Purecontrol in a nice solar yellow, the Messi 16 Plus Pureagility in shot blue, and the X16.1 in solar red. So which boot is for you? We'll find out in this video. So what are all these three boots marketed and designed for? The X16 range by Adidas Football is a speed boot, the A16 Plus Purecontrol is a control boot, and the Messi 16 Plus Pureagility is a sort of agility and sort of speed boot in one. Who is going to wear them? The X16.1 range is worn by Alvaro Morata and David Silva themselves. The Pure Chaos is headlined by Suarez and Thomas Muller. The Purecontrol is headlined by the likes of Paul Pogba, Rakitic, Ozil, central midfield playmakers. And the Messi 16 Plus Pureagility is actually worn by no one. Messi himself actually prefers the Messi 16.1 Solo. And yeah, so they're all sort of designed and marketed for different things. So speed, control, and agility.
So of course, if you are interested in a pair of the Speed of Light Adidas football boots, you're going to be interested in how they actually fit and size up. Now what we can see here is the Purecontrol is going to be the widest of all three, and then up comes the X16.1 and then the Pureagility. So the Purecontrol does have that ace last, which is slightly wider than what the X and the Pureagility do have and do offer. The X16.1 features that same last and width as the Pure Chaos, which is again quite wide, but don't worry, narrow-footed players, you can still adjust those laces to make it a custom fit for you if you are narrow-footed. And then in comes the Pureagility, which is the most narrow of the three. Wide-footed players, it might be a bit of a struggle for you, so if you do have those excessive wide feet, then your Purecontrol is definitely the boot to go for. Moving on from there, we can look at the sizing, and the Purecontrol is probably the most important to get the right size for you, because obviously you can't customize the laces. I'd go for true to size. I've worn a UK 10, which is half a size down from my usual UK 10.5, and it was too tight. So although you could go half a size down if you want that really snug fit, it is actually a little bit uncomfortable. So go for your true to size with the Purecontrol. That's the same with the X16.1, UK 10.5, fit me perfectly. You could go half a size down if you do want that tight fit though. And then up comes the Pureagility, and just like the other two boots, I suggest going your true to size. It does have the laces inside, so you can customize the fit as well. Oh, did it cross?
The GoPro will tell. So what are the marquee features to these three solos on the X16 range? It's all about speed, so it is the lightest of the three. The A16 Plus Purecontrol has that laceless design, offering a very sort of uniform and seamless striking surface, great for shooting and passing. And on the Messi 16 Plus Pureagility, it's almost a combination of the two, of the X16 range and the A16 range. It's lightweight and it has a very sort of seamless striking surface through this pure cut sock system. So what do we have on the uppers of the Adidas Speed of Light collection? On the X16.1, it's a very sort of X-skin, very sort of synthetic upper, very stiff. It's one of the stiffest uppers we have seen in an X range. The Purecontrol has that prime knit upper from heel to toe. Again, it's quite stiff. It's not the most softest upper on the market. It's quite stiff, but that's the sort of design to cope with that no laces design. And the Pureagility itself probably has the softest upper of the three we've talked about. And yeah, it's got this sort of agility knit upper from heel to toe. It is the softest of the three. So for the first time by Adidas Football, Adidas have deployed collars on all three ranges, on the X16.1 and on the Messi 16 Plus Pureagility. They've both got that tech fit collar, really designed to sort of lock down your heel and midfoot into the shoe for an added responsiveness. Now over to the Purecontrol, it's that prime cut collar, so a slightly different sort of design. And it merges with this laceless design and the prime knit upper to lock down your foot into the shoe. It won't be the most responsive boot out there, but it still will be a little bit responsive. Yes, it doesn't have laces, so no brio cables, no internal cage. It will be the least responsive boot out of the three we've talked about. So what do we see on the uppers on the X16 range? There's no NSG, it has that sort of slash design. Not really going to help in terms of adding friction to the bull. On the A16 Plus Pure Control, it has NSG. It's very, very hard to see on that yellow upper, and that prominent upper has a sort of indentations to it, so it will help sort of with providing extra friction on top of the bull. It's probably the grippiest upper of the three. And on the Agility Net upper, on the Messi 16 Plus Pure Agility, of course there's no NSG, and it has a sort of webbing sort of pattern as well. Not really going to provide much grip on the bull, so the A16 Plus is probably the most grippiest boot of the three.
Wrap it up, wrap it up.
Now, one of the most uniform things we have seen by Adidas football in recent times is the sole plates. Now, they've all got that chrome sole plate. On the Messi 16 Plus Pure Agility, it's blue. On the A16 Plus Pure Control, it's yellow. And on the X16.1, it's not a chrome sole plate, but it's the same sprint frame sole plate we see on the X16 Plus Pure Chaos. All called sprint frame, all very lightweight. They're all much more lightweight than previous Adidas solos. On the Messi 16 Plus Pure Agility, it's got that Gamba track system. So it's pretty much designed for agility. On the A16 Plus Pure Control, it's purely conical stud system. So it's designed for those quick 1-2s pivot turns. And on the X16.1, it's very similar to the A16 Plus Pure Control's stud system. It's got teardrop shaped studs. So it's almost a combination between agility and control on the X16.1 range. All really high quality sole plates by Adidas Football. And one thing to know with the chrome sole plates by Adidas Football is that they will flake off over time. You do get a warning by the sticker on the forefoot here, which we have peeled off, but these sole plates will flake off over time, and you probably will see a sort of blue color under this one, a yellow color under this one, and this one here is actually transparent, so that's a good thing to see on the X16.1. On the X16 Plus Pure Chaos, you will see that red chrome sole plate.
So let's talk about the actual performance of each of the boots. Now, the Pure Control obviously doesn't feature any laces at all, and it's got that enhanced striking surface in the area because it doesn't actually have those laces. It's just got the compression tongue. So if you're someone who wants a really clean, pure strike on the ball, then the Pure Control is going to be the best boot for you out of the three. However, it's not that responsive because it doesn't have those internal or external case system. It's got a little bit of webbing on the lateral side panel integrated with those Adidas 3 stripes, but the responsiveness won't be there. Looking at the X16.1, and the upper is quite stiff. It will have slightly more responsiveness compared to the Pure Control, but again, it doesn't have any external or internal structure system to make it as responsive as something like the Superfly from Nike. And then up comes the Pure Agility, and in terms of performance, it's probably the best out of the three boots. It is a little bit stiffer than what you'll find on the Pure Chaos. It is still quite soft though, don't worry about that. And the upper, it does have a slight grip to it, a little bit similar to the Nike Hard Venom finish. It has that honeycomb texture. So in terms of getting purchase on the ball, the Pure Agility is definitely going to give you that.
So that pretty much wraps up the Adidas Speed of Light playtest. Which one is your favorite? Please vote in the poll card now with which boot you would choose, the Pure Control, the Pure Agility, or the X16.1. Personally, I love the colorway of the Speed of Light Pure Control, solar yellow with a bit of black. It's my favorite Pure Control so far. What do you think, Matt?
Yeah, I agree with Blake. In terms of the actual boot itself, I think the Pure Control does do really well. It's a boot that we've both tested before, and it is actually a really nice boot. So I think in the Speed of Light pack, it is the best one. Also, the colorway is very sharp. My favorite colorway is the X16.1. The Pure Chaos model also looks very, very sharp. But to be fair, the Messi Agility, the Pure Agility does do a great job as well. I was interested to see how it did perform. It does have that kind of cap on top of the laces to make it a laceless boot. It's a very good addition from Adidas, taking their Messi range and then giving it this premium high-end kind of finish, just like the Pure Control. So overall, I think the Pure Control does take our top spot, but the Messi Pure Agility is very good, and also the X16.1 is another good boot.
So if you have any questions on the Adidas Speed of Light pack, please drop a question in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching, and as always,
we'll see you next time. Oh my God. Oh.